evening, everybody. This is your coach, Becky Witherspoon here. And this little thing right back here, this is my granddaughter, Claire. She is saying hi to everybody. Say hi.
Hi.
Hey, Margaret, you want to say hi also? Come here. You don't want to say hi? Come here. Come and say hi to everybody. Say hi.
Hi.
Say hi. Hi, Eva. Say hi, Eva.
Hi.
Well, that's one of my friends. Hi there.
What?
Hey, everybody. I want to say just hello. And I am going to do my live today from my granddaughter's home. And because I'm spending some time with them, and I don't want to let you guys down either. So tonight is going to be a whirlwind, but it's going to be a good one. So tonight is episode 5 of our developing a winning mindset, and tonight is tool number 3. Hi, Dee. Say hi to Dee, Claire.
Hi, Dee.
Hi. And tonight, tool number 3 is all about discipline and taking responsibility. Dreadful words, aren't they? I know. But guess what? It's going to be all right. So, I'm going to read a couple of quotes to you, and then I'm going to give you a warning, okay? So, the quotes are, character is a quality that embodies many important traits such as integrity, courage, perseverance, confidence, and wisdom. Unlike your fingerprints that you're born with and can't change, character is something you create within yourself and must take responsibility for changing. That was by Jim Rohn. Now, here's another couple of ones from him, and then you can read the rest of my quotes in my description, okay? Don't wish it was easier. Wish you were better. Don't wish for less problems. Wish for more skills. Don't wish for less challenge. Wish for more wisdom. And if you really want to do something, you'll find a way. If you don't, you'll find an excuse. Now that's going to lead into tonight's episode. So first off, I got to give you a warning though. Tonight's episode will either move you a little closer to transforming your mind, or it will cause you to get really pissed off at me and you'll want to shut off the video. Kidding aside. I'm just joking when I say that. Actually, I do encourage you to listen to this entire video and listen with a really open mind. This particular tool is absolutely 100% required for you to ultimately achieve a total transformation of your mindset and to once and for all be able to achieve all that you want to do in your life. Now, I literally don't know anyone who has risen from rags to riches by complaining, protesting, clamoring for the government to pick the pockets of somebody else and put it into theirs, even though they hadn't done anything. Okay. Now, while we need to have a humane society and we need to help those who really do need our help, it owes absolutely nothing to those who don't want to do anything for themselves. So that's where you might get a little pissed off at me. But it's a truth. It really is a truth. If you're in the habit of looking outside of yourself, let me rephrase that. If you're in the habit of looking outside of yourself for the reason you haven't achieved something or that you have failed at something, for example, the system failed me, or if they had only done such and such, or they forced me to, okay, etc., okay, then you're in a state of denial and you're refusing to take responsibility. She's saying hi again. You're refusing to take responsibility for your own life. You may not even realize it, but subconsciously, you are essentially acting as though the world owes you something. It owes you success without you having to do anything. And you know what? That's where this is all coming in, okay? I know that's harsh, but it is true. I'm not here to sugarcoat reality for you in order, to somehow get you to like me or to make you feel good, okay? I'm here to help you interrupt your old ways of thinking so that you those old ways of thinking have kept you stuck where you are right now, okay? I am here to help you move, okay, from where you've been to where you want to be, okay? Now, ultimately, whether you succeed or fail to achieve what you want to do is your responsibility alone. It's not anyone else's responsibility. No one can force you to take the action to do the things you need to do to achieve your desired results. So, now that we've got all the icky, yucky stuff out of the way, all that harsh, tough love stuff, let's start looking at some very practical, very specific things you can do to ensure that you have the best opportunity to achieve your desired goals. Hey, Margaret is saying hi also. Yes, she is. Hello, Maggie. Hi. Sorry. Anyway, so let's talk about this. Number one, you have to become, or let me rephrase that, becoming always precedes getting. So what does that mean? Until you become more than you are right now in areas like attitude, discipline, character, work ethic, and knowledge, you are unlikely to get more than you've already got right this second. Hi, Marcella. When you do get more, usually by somebody giving it to you, okay, without becoming more, you rarely get to keep it for long, and if you do keep it, you won't have, or if you do lose it, you won't have any skills to replace what you lost, okay? Now, I'm sure you've heard about all the people that have won the lottery. This is a really good example of what I'm talking about. A lot of these people who win the lottery, they end up in bankruptcy just a few years later, and you're thinking, what the heck? They won all that money. Why did they lose it all? It's because they had not become the person that they needed to be in order to keep hold of what they had been given. Okay, so that was number one. Number two, your attitude is a choice. Nobody forces you to have the attitude you have, okay? So while you cannot always choose what happens to you, you do have the power to choose how you respond to it. The quality of your response will greatly determine the quality of your life. No one and nothing can change your attitude without your consent. Your attitude is always 100% your choice. Okay, I hope that is clear as mud. Yes, I hope so. So let's move on to the next one. Number 3, discipline is a choice. No one is born naturally disciplined. Okay, discipline is developed over time when you get clear about what you really want. When you decide to pay the price necessary to get it, and you resolve to give up whatever is hindering you on your quest. If you are undisciplined, guess what? It's not genetic. You weren't born with it, okay? Your mama, your daddy did not give that to you. It's because you've chosen to go through life seeking prizes without paying the price.
What?
Hi. Sorry, that was my granddaughter saying hi to me. Number 3 or 4, I'm not sure which number I'm on. Growth is a choice. Personal growth is not automatic, and it doesn't come naturally just because you grow older. No, just because you're older. Just because you grow older doesn't mean you get smarter, okay? Personal growth must be intentional. In other words, you must choose to read books, to attend the seminars, to learn, to assimilate success principles, to study the lives of the successful people that you admire, and to decide how you can apply what you've learned from their lives to your life. Now, if you're not growing, it's because you've made the decision, yes, a choice, not to pursue growth. Hi, James. And lastly, character is a choice. Your character is determined by the moral qualities you have decided to embrace and live out in your own life. If you lack strong character, you can't blame your mom, your dad, your friends, the government, the economy, or your teachers, or anyone else. Ultimately, you get to choose what's important to you and what's not. Your character will develop, or not, in accordance with your convictions. So, all that said, what are some of the things you can actually do to take responsibility for your life right now? Okay? These are very, very practical things you can do. Number 1, stop blaming other people. Okay? Just stop blaming other people. Number 2, stop making excuses. Figure out why something happened and fix it. Okay? Don't make excuses. Hi, Michelle. Number 3, learn to love yourself. I cannot tell you how many people I know who can't stand to be around their own self. I used to be one of them. I used to be one of those people. I had to be around other people because I didn't want to be with just myself, because I didn't want to hear what was going on in my own head, okay? So if you don't like yourself, you need to fix something, okay? And this is a good place to start. So number 4, take a look at your day. What does your day look like? Are you sleeping properly? Hi, Kathy. Are you eating healthy? Are you giving yourself time and space to understand your own personal spirituality? Are you exercising regularly, thanking yourself and those around you? Hi, Dan. Are you playing when you need it? You've got to have some playtime, folks. I'm just saying. Are you avoiding vices and toxic influences? And I'm talking about people in this too, okay? Not just bad things, okay? Yes, thank you, Dee. Wow. Yes, I hope I'm hitting the nail on the head for some people here. Are you reflecting and meditating daily? Okay, these are all things you can do every single day. So let's go to the next thing. 5, you need to be aware and you need to accept that negative emotions are a natural part of your life. Deal with them and move on. If you don't, okay, well, first off, they're not the end of the world, okay? They're natural. They're a natural part of life. But if you don't deal with them, if you sit and dwell on these negative things, they're going to stop you in your tracks. I'm telling you, they're going to stop you dead in your tracks, and you're not going to move forward until you deal with the negative feelings and get past them, okay? But just know, they will come, okay? 6, stop chasing happiness outside of yourself. Learn to become happy no matter what your circumstances, okay? I cannot tell you how important that one is. When you find peace in whatever circumstances you are in, that's when life will change dramatically, folks. It doesn't mean you're going to sit and just let life be the way it is. It just means no matter what situation you're in, it's kind of like taking a check on your attitude, which we've already talked about, okay? You become happy. It's a choice, okay? Now, let's see. Number 7, do what you say you'll do. Keep your promises, especially the ones you make to yourself, okay? Yes, we make promises to ourselves and we break those promises all the time. I am going to eat healthy. The next thing you know, you're eating a pizza, okay? I'm just saying. Stop and think about that. Number 8, stop complaining. If you don't like something, change it, okay? Stop complaining. That's being negative. Okay. Number 9, focus on taking action. If you don't take action, nothing's going to change. And number 10, hang out with people who don't bring you down. So, what am I talking about? Remember when I was talking about who are the people that you're surrounded with the most? That's what I'm talking about. If you're hanging around with primarily people who are bringing you down emotionally, they're always negative, they're very toxic people, you may want to start to limit your interaction with them. So, now that's the lesson tonight, but here is my action step for you. The first question I want to ask you, have you done any of the other action steps yet? I gave you the action step first time of writing for about 10 to 20 minutes about things that you have always wanted to do from the time you were little to now, okay? Then I gave you an action step to choose one of the books, okay? Yes, one of those books from the video, I think it was yesterday, to choose one of those and start reading, okay? So now I'm going to give you another action step. Now this one is a bit different from all of the other ones I've given you. This one is going to take some, well, let's just start on it. Okay. This action step is a bit different than the previous ones. It's going to involve something typically near and dear to people's hearts. What am I talking about? Money. Yes, money. Okay. So you got to get a few things together first before I can give you all the details of the actual exercise. First, I want you to do this and go to tomorrow. I want you to go to the bank or the grocery store, and I want you to get either 4 rolls of pennies, 10 rolls of nickels, or some combination of coins. It doesn't matter which, so that you have anywhere from about 200 to 400 coins, okay? That's why I was kind of giving you an example. The larger the denomination, the better, and you'll understand why later. Then I want you also to get some kind of a clear jar, one that's big enough to hold all of the coins, but don't put the coins in them yet. Next, I want you to take a pocket size. Yes, Dee, I will have a PDF of this. Anybody who wants one, just drop a note below and I will send you the PDF of this later this evening. Next, I want you to get a pocket size, one of those little flip pocket size notepads. And I want you to, and a pencil or a pen. And let's see, because you're going to have that with you throughout the day, okay? Now that you have all of the supplies that you need, it's time to learn what you're actually going to be doing with this, okay? As you go throughout your day, this is going to be a 7-day thing for you folks. As you go throughout your day, I want you to make a mark in your notepad every single time you do any of the following things. It's just 4 little things. 1, complaining. 2, blaming. 3, making an excuse or justifying your actions. Or 4, breaking a promise to somebody else or to yourself. Now, at the end of each day, because you're not going to be carrying the coins around with you, that's what the little book is for. At the end of each day, I want for each mark that you've made in the notepad for that day, I want you to take 1 coin and I want you to place it in your jar. Now keep that jar where you can see it. I want it in a prominent place where there is absolutely no way you can miss seeing it. I want you to be able to see what's going on, okay? Now repeat this every single day for 7 days, starting with a new page for each day, okay? If you need to get more coins at some point during the week, that's okay. Don't worry about it. Just do it. Now, just go get some more at the bank or the grocery store, and then at the end of each day, I want you to add up the number of marks you made for that day and write it at the end, at the bottom of your page. Flip the page over, go to the next day, okay? Do the same thing. Then at the end of the week, I want you to count up all of the days. That's why I had you total them. It makes it go quicker. And then I want you to look at that total, okay, at the totals for each day. Look to see if you had an increase or a decrease in the amount of times you had, in the amount of marks you had. Or did you have them kind of stay about the same, okay? Now think back as you ask yourself also at the end of this week. I want you to stop and I want you to ask yourself, were you honest with yourself? Did you mark all the times that you did some of these things? If you didn't, I want you to take 2 coins for each time you didn't mark that pad. And I want you to put them in the jar. So, once you've completed the week, what do you do with those coins? Okay? You're going to take those coins to a bank, I don't care where, just somewhere where you can get them changed into bills. Then you're going to take that money, here's the kicker, near and dear to your heart. You're going to take that money and you're going to do a random act of kindness for a complete stranger. For example, pay the order of the car in back of you in the drive-thru. or buy a gift card and give it to a homeless person, or make a donation to your local shelter for domestic violence, or you choose, okay? But it must be a random act of kindness for a complete stranger, okay? Does everybody have that? If you don't, rewatch this, drop a line below, and I'll send you a PDF with all the instructions. Now, here's the purpose of this exercise. It's twofold. There's two things that you're going to find out from this. One, it will help you become aware of what is coming out of your mouth and whether or not you are acting with integrity to follow through with the things you say you'll do. For some, this is going to be very eye-opening. Believe me, it'll be very eye-opening for some. For others, it'll confirm what you probably already knew anyway. And for others, it will maybe be a pleasant surprise, okay? But no matter the outcome, the information that you glean from this exercise is going to be invaluable to you moving forward. It's going to help to begin to identify those areas that you need to improve in, okay? Which will help you in your goal setting and in developing your affirmations. Now, the second benefit that you're going to get from this, hi Mona, the second benefit you're going to get from this is going to be to help you begin to incorporate a new habit of generosity in your life. Now, I'm going to talk more about that in an upcoming video. I don't have time tonight, but just take my word that this benefit will completely transform your entire life. So that is the exercise, and folks, I really do want you to do this exercise. You will be totally blown away by the results, okay? But I'm going to leave you with this last quote to close out, okay? And this was one by Jim Rohn again. We must all suffer from one of two pains. Yes, pain, folks. The pain of discipline or the pain of regret. The difference is that discipline weighs ounces while regret weighs tons. Think about that. Do you want to live with just a few ounces of pain, or do you want to live with the regret that feels like a ton of pain, okay? So, as always, thank you guys for hopping on, watching throughout this video with me. I really love the interaction with you guys. I thank you for being a part of my journey and allowing me to be just a little bit of a part of your journey. You know, that's what this is all about. I love people. I love to help people. And hey, if you have a topic that you'd like me to talk about in the future, please let me know. Pop me a note below. Send me a private message, however you want to do it. If you know me and you know my phone number or you know my email address, pop me an email or send me or give me a call, one or the other. So in the meantime, I love you guys. I will see y'all tomorrow. You don't want to miss tomorrow. It's gonna be a blast. Okay, I'm just saying, it's gonna be a blast. So I will see you all tomorrow night. Y'all have a blessed evening and love y'all. Ta-ta.